All right. Speaking of Filipino talents, it far encompasses just this dancing. It hits practically all facets of life. So one of the highlights of our celebration is to award the young achievers of the Filipino-Australian community. And so we're putting up the 10 Outstanding Young Men and Women Awards. After going through a rigorous process of selection and vetting, we have come up with our choices as decided by the Committee on Awards. They've done a pretty good job. It's not easy. And so let me present to you our 10 outstanding young men and women through this video.
I'm Sophia Agusa, lawyer, 27 years old, born and raised in the Philippines until we migrated to Australia when I was 9 years old. I hold a bachelor's degree in commerce from the University of Western Australia and a Bachelor of Laws degree from Murdoch University. I am the proud owner of Redtime Bakehouse in Huntingdale.
Hi, my name is Louise. I am 38 years old, born in the Philippines. I'm a wife and a mother to 3 young children. I've completed my diploma and my Bachelor of Business and have just recently completed my Master's in Leadership Technology and Innovation.
Hi, I'm Julia and I'm 18 years old. I'm currently at the University of Western Australia studying a Bachelor of Biomedical Science with a direct path into medicine. I may have been born in the Philippines, but thanks to the '06 mining boom, we moved here, and I've really enjoyed my time growing up as a Filipino-Australian young person.
My name is Ned Villacencio. I have 2 kids and 1 wife. I'm a registered nurse by profession. I'm 36 years old and been living here in Perth for 8 years.
Hi, I'm Russell C. Swan. I'm 36 years old. I was born in the Philippines, moved here when I was 10. I'm currently the CEO at Price Trandos Engineering.
I'm Eileen Joy Andrade, Brazil. I'm 37 years old. I am an engineer by profession, an entrepreneur, and a mother of 3 kids.
I'm Raymond Marasigan, 38 years old, an organizer of a sporting event called Asia United Basketball Association, father of 4 energetic kids, and husband to an intelligent and beautiful wife.
Hi, I'm Rin. I'm 19 years old and I'm a singer and songwriter. I was born in the Philippines and grew up here in Perth.
Hi, I'm Jade Roberts. I'm a flight attendant, support worker, a former beauty queen, a CEO of Face WA Models and Pageants, and an event CEO of Multicultural Integration Australia.
I'm Ellen Christine Lee Moreno, 30 years of age, a registered nurse and an entrepreneur.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, our 10 young achievers. And now to confer the awards to our 10 outstanding young men and women, I would like to request on stage the Honorable Virma Simons with the Honorables Michelle Roberts, Dr. Tony Booty, and Honorable John Quigley. Thank you very much. And now let's play our first awardee, Christine Eli Moreno.
I'm Ellen Christine Lee Moreno. I'm 30 years of age, a registered nurse and an entrepreneur. The most recent experience I had was there was an Australian who sent me a message 2 weeks ago. He went to Philippines just before the lockdown. So he sent me a message asking me if I could pack a box for him with all the Australian goods. So without thinking, I said, okay, I'm ready to help the guy. He asked me to click and collect a parcel from Louise, and it's all Vegemite, it's all gravy, tea. So he said to me it would be really pack the box for me to be sent to the Philippines. So then he said that I really didn't expect that, you know, you would help me with this. And then he was very, very happy that, you know, I was able to help him. So he said that in the Philippines, even with the lockdown, so many Filipinos have helped him. So that I can say that I'm really proud to say that I am a Filipino, because we really do an extra mile for everybody.
Once again, congratulations, Christine Ellen Moreno. So as I call the name of the awardee, we will play the video first, and after the video, you can come up on stage. And our next awardee is Miss Jade Roberts.
Hi, I'm Jade Roberts. I'm 27. I'm a flight attendant, support worker, and a former beauty queen. A CEO of Face WA Models and Pageants, and an event CEO of Multicultural Integration Australia. I've always been inspired by my family's hardships to come to Australia, and I'm very proud of my Filipino roots. It is a passion of mine to be involved and to contribute to Filipino community events and organisations. It is my mission to empower others and to provide opportunities, especially through the arts. I'm very proud of the program we offer at Face WA to provide confidence not only on an international competing stage, but also in everyday life. This is so we can create a greater awareness and acceptance of different nationalities and cultural backgrounds. These projects would not be possible without my team, friends, family and support. Daghang salamat and maraming salamat po.
Once again, congratulations, Miss Jade Roberts. And our next awardee is Karin Hippe.
Hi, I'm Rin. I'm 19 years old and I'm a singer and songwriter. I was born in the Philippines and grew up here in Perth. I was among the 2% out of the 26,000 entries around the globe in the International Songwriting Competition. My single became as a semi-finalist. It's all about passion, and because I love writing and playing music, and because I'm actually a very shy person, even my fears won't hold my passion back. You know, it won't stop me from doing the one thing I love and what I'm really good at.
Congratulations, Rin. And our next awardee is Mr. Raymond Marasigan.
I'm Raymond Marasigan, 38 years old, mechanical engineer, and a sports organizer of Asia United Basketball Association, a father of 4 energetic kids, and husband to an intelligent and beautiful wife. I was hailed from Calamba, Laguna, Philippines, the hometown of our national hero, Gato Sersan. I'm a vision-oriented, change-driven, and action-taker. I believe in giving back and sharing to the community of what I have and what I can do. With this belief in mind, this drives me to do my best in the field of sports and community development. One experience that made me and still makes me proud as a Filipino Australian is to be able to realize my dream, together with my dedicated AUBA team, to unite Filipinos with Asians and Australians in Western Australia in the field of sports, and that is achieved through Asia United Basketball Association.
Congratulations, Mr. Raymond Marasigan. Our next awardee is Mrs. Eileen Joy Barrientos, Brazil.
Inspired because I have franchisee stores in the Philippines, and I only tried the lock and I got interested to bring them here in Australia. That's why the first brand that I brought here is Camiseta, because I've got some stores in the Philippines. And then eventually, after we opened our store, I planned to expand, and now we've got more than 8 brands, which are all Filipino brands, and my my partners are all from the Philippines. That's why we have expanded our exporting from the Philippines. And then I suddenly realized that I am helping the economy of the Philippines by giving the people their work, especially this pandemic. They actually are very thankful that we are exporting their products out of the Philippines and then bringing them here in Australia. That's a good opportunity also for us to let the Australians know or international market know that we have good and competitive products from the Philippines. They appreciate the good quality of the clothing and of the cosmetics and skincare products from our home country.
Congratulations, Joy Brazil. Our next awardee is Mr. Russell C. Swan.
If there's one thing that really drives me to succeed in this line of work, it's really for my team, for the people in the company. There's so many families and so many lives that are dependent on this business, and my success means their success. And for me, that's the most important driving factor. It's very difficult for me to think about one event that makes me proud to be a Filipino or Filipino-Australian, because every day I'm proud to be Filipino. When I see my colleagues, fellow engineers who are coming up with smart designs, it makes me proud to be Filipino. When I see my Filipino electricians assembling a board like a work of art, it makes me proud to be a Filipino.
Thank you very much for accepting the award on behalf of Russell, who can't make it tonight. And our next awardee is Mr. Ned Villacencio.
I've been here in Perth for 8 years now, and I've been involved in the community since I came here. It's very interesting involving in the community because I've found a feeling of being at home every time I serve the community. I've been initially involved with the Filipino-Australian Cultural Association when I came here and been working with them as one of their ambassadors. I have been involved with the cultural presentation as well, together with my daughter at that time. She was 9 years old and now she's 12 years old. And the most interesting part every time we incorporate or volunteer in the Filipino community is the aspect of growth, especially in the youth. So very passionate about encouraging the youth to be the leader in the future. As what one of our famous heroes said, Jose Rizal, the youth is the hope of the nation.
Once again, congratulations, Ned Villacencio. And our next awardee is Miss Julia Aguino.
I guess despite being all of 18 years of age, my time as a Filipino-Australian young person has really kind of come to two things, I guess. So the first one would be how I feel that I've connected to other Filipino-Australian young people in my community, and I guess specifically my youth community. And it's more so really creating these connections and being there for people and showing them that there are other people who have had the same scenario of having to navigate this society of growing up as someone who is ethnically Filipino with Filipino parents, but also in the society of Australian people where, it's different because there's so many cultures, and also you just really aren't sure of where you belong in a sense. So I guess just bridging these gaps and also just bringing people together spiritually, but also on a friend kind of platonic level. And on top of that, I guess what I've done is in my time at my school as a head girl, I really liaise with a lot of people who are in pretty high positions, even for like standards in general. But they were, for example, directors in the Department of Education, the former governor of WA, etc., etc. And I think even just getting my name and my face out there and showing them, hi, I am Julia. I am not just a young woman, I'm a Filipino young woman. And I am doing my best to try to show people that I can do really great things despite being young and despite, I guess, being an immigrant.
Okay, thank you very much. Julia Aguino, our youngest awardee at 18. And now the next awardee is Rayna Cotter.
I've been an active and immensely proud supporter of the Filipino Australian Community Organisation now for the past 22 years. It has been a memorable, lifelong, rich experience that develops your confidence, your interpersonal skills, leadership, agility, communication and organisational skills, but also empathy. Giving back to the community is what really we get most out of it, and to continue to preserve a beautiful and rich culture. So the most memorable event that I have been involved with is certainly the 75th anniversary of Filipino-Australian relations. We have been faced with so many challenges in terms of working with over 30 community groups who have different backgrounds and different ways of, operating how they usually work. But with the challenges comes with so much more rewarding experiences. And through the journey, we've witnessed some great friendship camaraderies between the organisation groups, and for the first time, it is so amazing to see over 30 community groups working together hand in hand, for the greater good of the Filipino-Australian community.
Congratulations, Rayna Cotter. She has worked so hard. And now, last but not the least, our next awardee, attorney Sophia Christina Agusa.
My biggest inspiration to be a successful lawyer is knowing that the work that I do helps a lot of people fight for their rights. I represent people's voices that would otherwise be left unheard. Being one of the few Filipino lawyers in Perth, I get to help a lot of our kababayans who inspire me to do better every day. I remember that when I first started as a lawyer, I was helping an overseas Filipino worker with his workers' compensation claim. Back then, I didn't know much about that area of law, but he inspired me to look into it and to keep myself educated about that area of law. Basically, I helped him fight through his workers' compensation claim with his employer and got him the settlement that he deserved. So the orphanage I support in the Philippines is a non-profit organization They solely rely on people who know that they exist so that they could receive the donations that they need in order to help provide for about 50 children that are in their care. So my little bit that I do to help them is to raise funds here in Perth, either through my own finances or through the help of my business. For example, I could promote donations by doing promos and by allowing other people to donate to these people as well.
Let's call her up on stage, Attorney Sophia Agusa. Thank you very much. Once again, a round of applause, please, to our 10 outstanding young men and women